Hello, Claremont GSA. I'm so sorry I couldn't come and do this presentation in person. But hello, I am the president from last year. My name is Sam. My gender pronouns are they, them because I identify as gender fluid. I also identify as bisexual and polyamorous, but we're not going to be talking much about that today. Today we are talking about drag and what it is like to be non-binary and doing drag, because that's fun and also confuses some people because drag is really thought of mostly as a thing for like binary people, and like because you either like do female drag and you're a drag queen, or you do like male drag and you become a drag king. But it's a little bit more complicated than that. I'm sure you've all figured that out by now, that gender is a little bit more than just a binary. And so I'm going to be talking to you guys about how I started out doing drag in high school and how that helped me find gender euphoria in clothing and help find myself and my gender identity. And I'm going to talk about like my baby drag photos, and we're going to look at the hideous, god-awful mistakes I made in the beginning. And then I'm going to show you my drag today and talking about the new drag show that I'm going to be doing in spring at my college, which is going to be really fun because I want you guys to help me figure out what character I'm doing for the show, because I haven't figured it out yet and it's coming up pretty soon. So I thought that might be a nice little like bonus choose option thing at the end. I don't know. But yeah, hi to everyone that I love, by the way, and that who already know me, and hi to all the freshmen that have no idea who I am. Hi, I am Sam. It's good to meet you guys. So sorry I couldn't be there in person again. Oh, I'd also like to talk about the discourse with trans and drag, and I'd like to talk about the history of the word drag queen, being a queen, and the word transvestite, transsexual, and homosexual, and how those words back in the 50s used to be used interchangeably because of lack of queer theory and advancements on like the ideas of gender, and just basically people being ignorant and not really knowing crap about gender or how it actually worked. So let's get started and look at some pictures of me in baby drag. Oh god. Oh god. The hair. The goth. The edginess. The not even complete button-ups. And the old mascara I just put on my lid to make look like a mustache. So hideous. God, I'm so glad I'm so improved. But from those experiences, something clicked within me. When I would put on that makeup, when I put on those few pieces of masculine clothing that I had in my closet that barely counted as masculine since I bought them from feminine sides of stores, something clicked within me that when I put this on, this wasn't an act. This was who I was, and I had never really identified with anything masculine before. And that was really special moments for me because I had identified as a cisgender female for most of my life, and I acted like a girly girl most of the time, and I had a voice like a little flute, and people could barely hear me sometimes, and that kind of sucked. But the point is that this made me feel something inside that was very important, and that is a big part of why drag helped me find my gender identity, because through gender expression I got to find a part of myself that I never reached for before. And even though I wasn't completely male identified, there were still times where I like flowed between the two. And so when I found the word gender fluid, that felt so perfect to me. This was just finding myself and finding who I was through acting all cool and suave, or like putting on a wig and being super feminine and gorgeous, darling. And there's just so much confidence to be found in that. And that is such a core part of the queer community, that we get to have this like fierce confidence and be like, hell yes, I am gay, I am here, I am queer, and you can't get rid of me sort of fierceness. And I think everyone needs a little bit of confidence boost to their identity in some ways like that. And so that was really special to me. And now, I'm proud to present my current work of drag that I've been working on for the past couple years, working on like makeup techniques and like how to outline and highlight things, but mostly clothes because I'm very fashionista type person. So yeah, so the photos that I will slideshow in silence, I'm so sorry, will be photos from my 31 Days of Halloween challenge that I did, and my new recent work where I did a Lolita outfit, because normally I was usually very uncomfortable with femininity and presenting feminine because this would often lead to me being misgendered a lot, and that really sucked. So I only became recently comfortable and like got this long purple-haired wig that I love so very much for my witch aesthetic. And so that's just something that's been on my life journey and like becoming more comfortable with, because you're not always comfortable with some things, you know? But like later in life, like you can like wean your way into things, get your confidence up, you know, fake it till you make it kind of vibes. Oh, and the last thing will be my cosplay that was in the LA Weekly that I did at Anime Impulse from being Puppy Cat. It's from the newer episode, so it's fine if you don't recognize the costume. But I worked very hard on it. I did it in a week. That was stressful. But yeah, thank you so much for watching so far, by the way. Thank you so much for watching and looking at everything. I know this video is getting a little bit long, so I'm just gonna quickly finish it up because I promised I'd talk about discourse. So, back in the 50s, people used to use the word transvestite to talk about someone who dressed up to have like sexual fun with people, but like people also confuse that with being transgender. So the definition is pretty unclear. And like that kind of makes sense with like historically the word being used in like the Rocky Horror Picture Show. I can get why people would mix that up, but that's like in the 70s. So, and then there was transsexual, because back in the day people didn't believe in the idea of transgender, your gender being like how you identified. Your gender was determined by your genitalia. So as soon as you got the little operation, you were a transsexual, and that's how people accepted that. But that's not true anymore. It wasn't true back then either. But the point is we have updated knowledge on the fact that trans people can be trans no matter what's in their pants. So, but some people still confuse this with drag and other characters like that because they see this female impersonator, they see this big wacky character, and they take it and they twist it to the point where they insult trans people, where they think that we are all just pretending and that we are all just putting on these dresses, putting on this makeup, putting on these binders, and just faking it. But that's a big old lie, and it's just a way to tear apart the communities to believe that we shouldn't support each other, and I think that's very wrong. So, if you don't like drag, that's your own thing. But drag helps a lot of people. Drags help a lot of people find confidence and have fun. It's a beautiful thing, and being trans is also a beautiful thing, and sometimes helps people find their gender identity. So, that's discourse. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all. Goodbye, Claremont High School. Oh, by the way, do you think I should do a witch, a drag king, or a robot for the drag show? You can send me your replies on my Instagram, which is genderplasmic. You can follow me there and like message me there, or you can follow me on my fashion blog. I'm famous on there for making a tuxedo dress for prom, which that post has like 70,000 notes right now on Tumblr. So my fashion blog is the-punk-innovator.tumblr.com. Little self-promo at the end. Thank you so much again. Have a wonderful discussion about drag and non-binary people. I love you so very much. You are valid. You are loved. The community is here for you. Bye.